Another day, another grind. Today, again, fighting Falcon against me, and I am on the High Elves. He is on Grand Cathay, and there is a spoiler to this match. This match was one of the best and really crispy matches that I ever had. It was so nice, and you can see why. It went 48 minutes, right? So you can see I am on Imric, and look at that position. Like, Cathay has the best position whatsoever. So what I did is I'm hiding all my units over here in the woods, and those units have to kind of run away against those peasant horsemen. Imric will go down onto the ground soon and will probably engage onto the hill. Over there we have, what is it, Shadow Warriors here. I wanted to try them out, move them in, because they're kind of stalky, right? Aren't they stalkers? They are, yeah, stalkers. So now I will fast forward the game. You don't have to see that, and I explain to you what happened afterwards. So a little explanation here. Now Imric is hiding in the woods, is on the ground, and what I want to try to do is move with those Shadows Warriors as well, unseen, so I can maybe poke him, maybe confuse him where my units are. Imric is kind of nice protected, and Imric will do something really cool, but for now I'm trying to kind of juke those shots, right? Because he is still shooting into the wood, and sometimes he is hitting, sometimes he is not. So let's get into it. So this is really a guerrilla game or guerrilla fight that you ever get. Like, it is crazy. So I try to engage into the Sky Lantern, but for sure now I have to remove myself from battle and land again on the ground so I don't get shot. And fast forward over here, because I show you what will happen. I am trying to use the Dragon's Breath, right? So yeah, more, he is shooting with the cannons. He still has to learn that basically cannons can't shoot into woods. And you could see here my Shadow Warriors did engage over here into the Great Longmar Riders. And yes, this is kind of what will now happen. I explained to you guys. I will use 3 times the breath attack on those units here. I think the Crane Gunners or the Celestial Dragon Crossbows, and also poke his units with my Shadow Warriors, right? So yeah, let's get into it. So now he is engaging into my Shadow Warriors, into the woods. The Longmar Riders getting poked a lot. That was kind of good, or maybe not, I don't know. And now those Jade Lancers going in and crashing those Shadow Warriors here. Kind of not the best engagement for me, but they're still trying to protect themselves. And the Longmar Riders as well going in, and I kind of have to retreat here a little bit, losing a lot of units. I try to engage here. You can see I try to engage with my War Lions as this situation happening over there, but he immediately reacted to it, and those War Lions just did a little bit of damage onto the crossbows. So that was not really a good engagement for me. And he immediately switches the side also with the Crane Gunners. The Crane Gunners shooting into the War Lions, and they are gone. Over here, I would say this engagement right now looks okay-ish for me, because the Longmar Riders now are a little bit surrounded and get slain by those units here. The Sky Lantern is not good enough, and probably we missed here a nice breath attack on those Crane Gunners. So yeah, here it is. And yeah, I fast forward again and see you in a couple of minutes when the fight really starts. So as you can see now, my Shadow Warriors are now shooting into the Sky Lantern. That's pretty much good. Otherwise, I engaged a little bit into the Crane Gunners. And here, the Silver Helmets, they tried to move a little bit around, but it didn't really help. And another Imrik, I would say, poison attack, right? Smack those Celestial Dragon crossbows. And yeah, we are winning this very, very, yeah, boring and also kind of mentally taxing fight because, you know, we are 20 minutes in and fighting Falcon was really like, oh, it takes so long. And he was kind of complaining not about me, but about the whole situation, that he doesn't give up his position because it's so advantageous. And yeah, I'm trying to really break his morale here. So now there is a little cast going on. What is it? No, the martial prowess is on here. Missile mirror is going down, and that's probably something really good. We can shoot again into those riders, and the Longmar riders going in, and I am hiding again into the woods. So the charge is maybe not the strongest then. That was my thinking, to be honest. But now, once again, I will pause here, and you can see my Silver Helms. They are trying to move a little bit, get the Crane Gunners down with ammunition, and yeah, it kind of works, kind of not. Let's see. So the whole action here, as you can see, Shadow Warriors are almost broken. The other unit is gone. But that was my whole approach, like really distracting him on every flank. And it kind of works. You can see the Longmar Riders, the Jade Lancers, they are shaken up. They lost a lot of HP. Also Celestial Dragon crossbows and Crane Gunners as well. So yeah, let's see how I approach the next step in the battle. So we are 25 minutes in. I moved my units from this wood into this wood and the riders over here. And I still have those Shadow Warriors with a little bit of ammunition. And I'm still shooting in. I don't care in what I shoot in. Hopefully hitting something. And yeah. So let's fast forward again. Meanwhile, Fighting Falcon summoned this Ancestral Warriors over here, and they engaged into him again. I was kind of surprised, so I had to fight them. And yeah, we still have a couple of those Shadow Warriors that are shaken up and running away. Imrik is also, yeah, kind of, it seems like I am losing ground, but I have my riders over here. They are not really noticed, and yeah, let's see what happens after the next time, because Imrik has to fly now, and he will return for sure. Even though you can see Shadow Warriors are still online, that's great. And finally, I use the rest of the Shadow Warriors plus my Silver Helmets to go into his Jade Lancers. From now on, I think I will just fast forward for you guys. It's a little bit longer. I hope you can stay with me because it was a great, great fight. Running away again from his shots and still trying to fight. So fast forward. The Silver Helmets kind of good sustained battle prowess here. And yep, Imrik moving in again. He is, I think, where is he? Did he go away? No, he's in those woods. And we moved the Fireborn over here. Shh. So, yeah, fast forward again. Let's see what happens next, because that fight went long. And now, finally, the Shadow Warriors are still having a little bit of ammunition and fighting. And now, I think I am moving in to the side here. So getting a little bit hit by the mage. The mage gets hit, but that's okay for me. The spearmen soaking up a little bit of damage. And now the Fireborn are engaging into the middle. That's great. And those peasant long spearmen, they will get a lot of damage in, but they're still going in further into all the backlines we can get. That looks great. And we're running our way, and now the Great Longmar Riders going in. Imrik finally has enough. He is going in as well. And we use our cavalry, we use our infantry to move in now. I guess Swords Masters of Hoeth, they're cool to engage into those crane gunners. They can deflect a couple of those shots. And now I have enough. I'm going in with all my units, using the Mage of Life to kind of support my units. White Lions of Crace, yeah, I think they having a good time against those. And yeah, Fireborn are again going in. Imrig is fighting here. Finally, we have our battle we waited for, right? So now it's all about surviving and using all my units with great precision. So Swords Master of Hoeth, they shred through the Celestial Dragon Guard. The White Lions, kind of not that much, so they are holding really well here. The Dune Dragons, Fireborns are reaping havoc. Yeah, I guess. And we finally made it that the cannon is offline. Also, the crane gunners I can't find anymore. So we did a great job of fighting those. And now, yep, that is now really just surviving, using a little bit of my magic here to protect my units. Imrig is finally up again with his HP, and I think that Grand Cathay just lost their moral, right? They got engaged and surrounded by all my units. I think it was really overwhelming for the opponent to get engaged by from all the flanks. Every time he went after me, I went into the woods, and I used the woods as a defense mechanism. So I suppose I did, right? And now really what's left is the Shungan Lord. We have Spearman, we have Celestial Dragon Guard, we have Ancestral Warriors. They are kind of not so important. They will disintegrate. And I'm healing the White Lions and a little bit of the Fireborn. And the Fireborn usually go out into the woods and then charge again into the backlines. Imrig is finally having fun and can fight all the units. Well, that was a great match, guys. And yeah, let's really fast forward here, because it seems like I have the upper hand, but you never know. So I have to engage into those units here. Those Dune Dragons really did a great job of sustaining all the damage. Celestial Dragons as well. And he's still trying. So Peasant Horsemen probably will go into the Spearmen. And I don't know if that's the best engage, but we will see. Well, it breaks them down with the leadership, so that's not bad at all. Unfortunately, I don't know, he should have used his Dragon-Blooded Shungan Lord to do a little bit of damage, supporting a couple of units here. But in the end, guys, this match went far too long. Let's fast forward here, because I think there's not much to do. Now Imrig has enough of those spikes and is going on them. And yeah, now it's just fighting against the rest of those troops. the Lord, well, he will break as well, and then the game is done. Okay, it wasn't 48 minutes, but it was near 40 minutes of a fight. So really, really great game. Even though it took so long, it was amazing to play, and I I really was so tensed to play that. I knew I don't have a chance against him when I engage him on his really, really good position. And you can see that his cannon did great damage. He tried to use his rider, so you can see each and every unit did their damage dealt as gold value pretty well. And yeah, well, in the end, the poking was good, and I guess he couldn't use his ranged units that well, because I didn't have any unless I used only my Shadow Warriors. Dragonborn did a great job. Those dudes also. So yeah, Imrik, great value. It was a fun match. That was the best match I ever had, to be honest, so far. So I hope I have those games more often. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.